Hey everyone, Dane the Kung Fit Coach here. Today in this episode of 4 Minute Foo, we are going to be looking at thoracic spine mobility. You could also look at it as just general torso mobility. Now this is going to help with power delivery in your strikes. It's going to reduce stiffness, reduce neck pain, help if you've got that forward neck posture, and some studies have shown that it's even going to help unlock the potential of your shoulders, especially with those overhead pressing motions. If you spend more than 7 hours a day sitting down and do less than 2.5 hours of exercise each week, then you are probably going to be one of those people that is suffering from limited thoracic spine mobility. So if that does sound like you, then this is going to be really helpful for you. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and let's get into this, see how well we do keeping under that 4 minutes. Alright then, let's start that 4-minute timer. First thing we're going to do is just torso rolls. We're going to spread the feet, bend the knees a little, and we're just going to roll the torso in nice big circles. So really lean back, really lean to the sides, lean forward, really get it going as much as you can. Do about 20 to one side and then 20 back in the other direction as well. Next thing we're going to do is twisting the torso. So we're going to try and keep our spine roughly where it is, and we're twisting the torso around it. Start off nice and small, and then gradually get bigger and bigger, and you can go faster and faster. But again, try and keep that spine relatively central. Don't wave side to side, don't kind of bob forward and back. Spine central, body moves around it. That's going to really help loosen things up, get greater control, greater mobility through your torso. Next thing we're going to do is something to help open us up a little bit. So we're going to stand, feet a little bit bent, hips neutral, and we're going to open our arms out wide and push our chest forward. Really think about stretching out the chest, and then we're going to close up. So arms come in front of us. We think about pushing our shoulder blades as far back as we can. And we repeat, come forward, open out, and come back, closing up. Again, we can do about 20 reps of that. Then we're going to do it looking down. So bend the legs, lean forward a little bit, and we're going to open out and close back down. And open out, and you can also lift the head up a little bit as well. And close back down, bring the head down. Really push down towards the floor, and then open up. And back down. Okay, and then finally we can do this sat down. Basically the same principle, you're just going to sit on the chair and do the same thing, but it's going to help isolate your upper back, take your lower back out of it a little. Next, we're going to get down onto the floor. I'm going to have my trusty foam roller here, put it down behind me, roughly where I think my upper back is going to be. Lie back, adjust the position, make sure it's about right. And then what I want you to do is plant your feet firmly on the floor, legs about 90 degrees, and then think about pushing your hips forward and up. Okay, and that's going to push your lower back into the floor, and make sure that when we start bending backwards, you're not bending from the lower back, you're actually bending and accessing the mobility of the upper back. So keep those hips pushed forward, and then lean backwards, and then you can extend your arms up above, just to give you a bit more weight, and just relax into this position. You might need to adjust the position of the foam roller slightly. You might want to move it up slightly. You might want to move it down slightly, but all the while keep those hips pushed up towards the ceiling to isolate out the upper back. Now, having done that in a few different positions in your upper back, get rid of your foam roller, and we're just going to lie down flat on the floor. And from here, what I want you to do is bring one leg up to about, 45 degrees, and then the other one up to about 90 degrees. So your foot will be near your knee. Then, bottom arm, whichever arm that happens to be, just take it out to the side, and take the other arm over on top of it. So you're kind of lying on your side, right knee a little bit elevated at this point. If you're particularly unmobile, you might want to put something under it, like a cushion or a box, so that is kind of your low point. But if you're a bit more mobile, a bit more flexible, you can push that knee down towards the floor. Then from this position, we're going to take our arm, going to bring it up over our head and around behind us. So you should now feel a stretch along your back. The more you push this knee down towards the ground, while still keeping this open chest position, the more of a stretch you'll get, which is why you might, if you're not as mobile, want a box. So you've still got something to push down towards, but you're not going beyond your current limits. And eventually, you'll be able to get near to the floor as you do this. So that stretch is really going to help loosen things up a little bit. But as I said, this is mainly about mobility rather than about flexibility, because we want to be able to move, we want to be able to deliver power. So that's why we're starting with those movement drills. Right, that's it then. 4 minutes, hopefully done. If you found this useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit like, and if you want more short form content, make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. See you next time.